Wallet app by BudgetBakers. This app helps you plan your finances, sync balances from all your accounts, and sync your transaction as well, so that you know where your expenses are going. You also get to manage your debts, you can check your credit, and lots more. Hey, what's up guys, my name is Akshay and today we are reviewing Wallet app by BudgetBakers. So I'm using this app from last 2 years and I actually got the premium version on my Android. So this app is available for both Android, iOS and web, and I got the premium for 1500 rupees, which was a steal deal at that time. Now I think premium is more than 2000 rupees, but it's a one-time purchase and you get the premium. It's not necessary to buy a premium, but the app is very good for the free version as well. Only the limitation is that you get limited bank accounts. Like I have lots of bank accounts, as you can see. You only get limited bank accounts and you get the bank sync, which I will explore. So my main motto to buy the premium was for the bank sync, and I will let you know how and why do I use it. But first of all, this app alone, the free version, is really good. So first of all, you get this view where you can put all your cash balances and bank account balances. You can even sync with your bank account if you have a premium version. So when you sync with your bank account, your transaction, everything comes. You get your total balance, which includes your investments as well. So this is not wholly true. It's basically 90% accurate because some of your assets might go down. Now they have a feature where they also track your investment, and we'll come to that in later part of the video. You also get your expenses, so your bank expenses, your transactions and everything. And on Android, the view is also great. I will show you the Android app as well. Now the Android app has the sync issues with bank. I always get the pop-up here that says that the bank account is not synced, but on iPhone it's much better. It's just Apple way of doing things. But as you can see, the view is also very different. I would say I prefer the iOS version, but it's almost similar. Like the desktop version is really good. So I use the desktop version, the web view, for seeing the charts and everything, but it's pretty great. The tabs and everything is much better on the iPhone, so definitely we'll review this part, but it's good as well. So first of all, you can see your top expenses this month, right? So that's the important part. Now you can see there's no expenses because there's no big expenses for this month. So actually you can change to December and you can see the expenses are coming, right? And the best part is you can see the categories you're spending. So I'm spending say 16,000 rupees on food and drinks, which is a lot. So 50% or more I'm spending on food and drinks. This helps me to plan, hey, this much I need for food next month, or hey, I can reduce it, maybe buying fresh groceries from Amazon Fresh and reducing the spends from outside, which is pretty good. Now you can see nature of spending, so how much I must pay, need to pay, or what to spend. So you can see must is 2,500 only, which is your bills and everything, but I'm spending more. So as you can see, that includes restaurants, financial investments, public transport, taxi. So it's actually automatically categorize it. So it uses AI, and again you can definitely correct that. And you can go from any month. So I'm using since last 2 years. If you see the Google Play purchase account, so I got the premium I think on February 21, but I'm using this app since like more than 2 years probably. I have all the data right here, so I can actually go to whichever date I want and I can see all my transactions. We will focus on December as now it has a lot of transactions. If you go to statistics, so you can see what is the balances, what is the cash flow is, your credit, so your credit cards can also sync as well. So it's basically today, I think it's 13 January, so there's not a lot of data, like 13 days of data. So if I go to December, as you can see, it's much better. So cash flow is 40,000, and it says that compares with the previous version, so it's 45% less. You get this beautiful graphs, guys. I mean, it's basically, it's very good. It's the information you need. It's kind of a personal account management, you can call it. And see this graph, guys. It's so rich, guys. I mean, it's beautiful. So why you need this is basically, first of all, we were having like a multiple bank account, so it was getting difficult for me to track. Like every interface is different, and so in this app I actually can go here and I can see all my balances right here. it's much better, guys. And also you can see the total balance, which is not possible there. I can see my investments. So for example, I invested like $365 on the crypto.com, so I can see where and when I invested, because normally I forgot. I won't go to the crypto.com app and see, and even in the crypto.com app, the value of that is now not even $25. So that's what I'm saying. The total balance is not accurate because of it's not tracking the financial investment. But now they have a feature where you can actually track your investment. So you can see this new investment option. So here you can actually track your investment, but for now it just supports international stocks. So I hope Indian stocks will also come. Now I have two international accounts, but I'm not linked it yet, so I might link it, but it's not a lot of money, so I'm not worrying about it. Now you can see there's Wallet for Business app as well, but it's basically personal. I just love this part. And you can see I have the premium, which is lifetime plan, and with premium you can actually get a limited number of accounts, bank synchronization, automatic categorizations, ETF tracking, no advertisements, group sharing, record view, customize, and blah blah blah. But important thing for premium for me was the bank sync, and I will let you know why I was not so happy with the bank sync. So I connected this account. Okay, this is the ICICI bank account, and the problem with bank sync is that you can see it says last update today, show more, and last 7 days, last 30 days. So there's something called transaction as hold. So whenever it syncs, for example, it's not synced like today is I think January 13, right? So from 13 days, the transaction not appearing here because they are on hold. They say that bank keeps your transactions for 30 days on hold, and then only they kind of put it in your passbook or something like that. So the problem with that is that I'm not able to edit those transactions. So from last 13 days, I'm not able to see my transactions here. I'm not able to edit those. Okay, but from last month I could do this. So this is 13th December. I can see, say this is a withdraw. Okay, so this is a UPI withdraw. So I paid someone 450 rupees. So it's an expense, right? So here I can actually change the account, which I can't do that right now because I have to do from home screen. But basically now you can edit the note. You can choose the payee, and you can attach a location, attach a photo. You can even do a planned payment. So for example, I need to do it again, I can actually do that. And you can even change, you can't change the amount number because this is on hold. As I said, for 30 days you can't do changes to these accounts. It doesn't allow you to do that basically. And the important part that I need to choose is basically category. For sometimes it says, say this is a 450 rupees, right? This says transfer withdraw. Okay, maybe I need to do this as a shopping thing, right? So now I'm able to edit this. Okay, as you can see, I'm able to edit this, but for last 30 days you can't do that. So for example, January is going on here. So for January transactions, I won't be able to edit. It will show in gray, and I can't do anything. That's a problem. But other than that, bank sync is very good. It works. But I would suggest that maybe that gray wala part won't be there. It would be really amazing, because see guys, like I don't want December data, to be honest. I want January data, and that would be on hold. I can't do that, so that's a biggest bummer. So for that, what I do is, for other accounts I don't do the online sync. I keep a manual benefit. So what I do is I make all my transactions from one account, which I've synced with Wallet app. So all my expenses are here, but I don't manually sync with all the accounts. I manually enter it, including my credit cards, because the bank sync puts everything on hold for 30 days, which just doesn't make sense to me. So yeah, I bought it for bank sync, and I was literally depressed with this. Like, hey guys, this is not fair. Like, but it works. I have the expenses. I can see how things work and everything. I can see my whole balance trend from last, I think, 1 year or 2 years or something like that, which is pretty good. And you can see top expenses. So if I go to say December, so November it was this much, it was October it was highest. If you see what it was the October, so I think it was unknown expense. Okay, and the best part is that you can transfer within your account. So for example, this is all my accounts, right? If I want to transfer from one account to another, I can create a record. It doesn't transfer, but at least just keeps a record. So I can select from account, which is all my accounts listed here, and even to my accounts, which is also listed here. That is so good. Like, it helps me. Basically, this is the app which I use like every month to keep track on my the money flow, to be honest. And I just absolutely love it. So I highly recommend for someone Even the free version is good. You only get a limitation of 2 or 3 bank accounts, but it's pretty good. You don't get bank sync, but I said bank sync puts everything on 30 days hold, so it's better you manually put it. But yeah, it's good to have it. Like, I don't need to worry now. It automatically syncs. That says it's updated today, so it's pretty great. And the statistic, as you can see, it says what is spendings and everything, your credits. You can also see that how much is your credit utilization, so you can also set that, so you know that this much is what you could utilize. And I have actually subtracted the credit, so it's actually add the credits to your balance, but I have subtracted that. You can do that as well. You can do that from the screen here. I think it's on Android, it's easier to edit these. I'm a little bit confused with this flow right now because I'm using since past 1.5 years I'm using on Android, so I think in Android it's kind of a simpler. You can click on an account, say I don't want to see my credit as a balance here. Okay, account details. I can go and edit, and I can see the option exclude from starts. So I can remove the credit thing from my account if I don't want to show that. Okay, and it says balance display option. So I'm saying credit balance and available credit. So when I say available credit, it means I will show my credit limit as in balance, which I don't want. So I have kept it as credit balance. So there are a host of different features you can use it. I think I haven't reached the full potential of this app, but I will definitely recommend for someone who can do that. It's my favorite app, and I think it was a good investment that I did. It's my finances are much better positioned with this. At least no, because I forget, say I put say $3 on Bittrex Global, right? I forgot that, but now I know. And it says last updated as well, because Bittrex actually went offline. So I got a mail that they are closing their business. So, but I'm not have much. I actually removed it. As you can see, there was around $23. At that time it was $50, but now it's $23. So pretty good. And even I made some transactions through that as well, which is good. So you can actually go to accounts and you can see all the accounts, but for the bank sync you can option like unsync bank or sync bank. So here you actually get an option to say, for example, this is not a sync bank, so here I will get the option as sync bank. Now one important thing that I like about this thing is planning your debts or managing your credit. So here you can go to plan, you can see plan payment. So for example, you want to spend on something, you can actually put here and you can see whether you could reach out there or not. You can go to budgets as well, you can make budgets as well. Now there's an also option called records, so we can see all your records from all your bank accounts, which is super important, guys. And here you can add, record, remove, you can add an expense, income or transfer within your bank accounts. So the interface is really good. Now one thing I'm not able to find in the iOS app, which is there on the Android app, I'm not sure why. If I go here, you can actually go to debts here, and here you can see that whatever money I lent or I owe, I can put it here, so it helps me track. This is a feature which I use a lot. I can see the have closed and have some on hold, so it's pretty good. There's goals as well. So for example, you wanna maybe see I want to upgrade a mining rig with a new graphics card, so I set a goal and I set some money for that, and this is I could keep in track. Now it doesn't do any transaction, right? This app doesn't do any transactions, but it just helps you to plan your finances, and this is a really good feature and I absolutely love this app. Now I'm not sure why those features are not coming in the iOS app, because I'm always used to the Android app and desktop app. But this is more smoother, more stable. As I say, there's always an issue with the bank sync with the Android app, but on iOS there's no bank sync issues. But here I'm not able to see the options like debts, budget and goals. So actually generate a report as well. So for certain date to certain date you can generate a report, which is pretty good. But I'm not sure why I'm not able to find these options like the debts, budget and goals in the iOS app. Probably this is something even figured it now 2 years later, because I use those features, so it's a bit difficult for me to manage it here, but always I could access from the desktop app. So there you have it. If you like this video, give a thumbs up and subscribe to it if you haven't already. I will leave the link of this app in the description of the Play Store and the App Store, so you can definitely try that out. Thank you for watching. We'll catch you in the next video. Bye bye now.